I don't know about y'all, but season 3 has been amazing, and episode 4 was no different. A lot went down in the latest episode, and I seriously can't wait to watch episode 5. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Titled A Different World, the synopsis for episode 5 reveals quite a bit, and it goes like this. Gladys has trouble adjusting to her changed circumstances and the controlling Lady Sarah. After a string of personal and professional wins, Larry runs into a familiar face. While at an event with Dr. Kirkland, Peggy gets an opportunity from an old colleague. Later, drama ensues at Mrs. Fish's Newport luncheon. Okay, if you're anything like me, you want to talk about Gladys first. I'm sorry, but I can't be the only one who still can't believe she's a married woman now, right? Like, I expected her to back out at the last minute because, let's face it, this girl is far from happy about this marriage. Even if it's to a duke, I mean, who can blame her? She was left with no real choice but to marry him. Even George himself admits that he let her down. But anyways, in episode 5, we'll see her navigating a whole new world. And honestly, I feel like the episode title was made for her. She has to learn how to be a duke's wife, how to be a duchess, and baby, that's not gonna come easy. In the new mid-season trailer, she mostly looks lost. I mean, just look at her face. She looks terrified, like an alien who accidentally landed on Earth. She even says there are so many rules, and I'm sure she's gonna break a few here and there. And the way Hector and Lady Sarah talk about her, calling her things like Yankee heiress and unpromising material, that's just messed up. What's disappointing is that the Duke seemed like a nice guy. Not gonna lie, I expected him to be more assertive and stand up for Gladys, especially by the end of episode 4. I thought he'd have her back when needed. But after seeing that trailer, yeah, I don't see it happening. Our girl is in a deep pit, though I gotta say, she's slaying in those gorgeous outfits. I just hope in episode 5, we see someone, maybe a kind maid or someone, offer her some genuine support. But what do you think? Now, let's talk about Larry for a second. As we've seen, Bertha is getting more and more irritated by his relationship with Marion, and honestly, she's not even hiding it anymore. But here's the kicker. According to the synopsis, Larry runs into a familiar face. And that got me thinking, who could it be? Why do I have this gut feeling that this mystery person is going to stir up some serious trouble between him and Marion? And why do I feel like it's Bertha's shenanigans to break them up? Like, imagine if it's an old flame, a woman who sparks a bit of jealousy in Marion. Could this be the start of a love triangle we didn't ask for? Or worse, a total derailment of what they have going on? And let's not forget, episode 5 could be the moment Bertha and George finally push Larry to come clean. If he does spill the beans about that $300,000 he's sitting on, everything could change. That kind of money shifts power as well as influence. Suddenly, Larry's not just a son living under his parents' shadow, he becomes a real player in this game. And I'm dying to see how that shakes the whole dynamic. And can we just stop and talk about Dr. Kirkland and Peggy for a minute, please? Because wow, things are getting messy. In the latest episode, we really got to see what kind of horrible person Dr. Kirkland's mama is. Like, seriously, I hate that woman to the bones. The way she looks down on Peggy and constantly throws shade, it's exhausting. What's worse is that her toxic attitude is starting to get to Peggy's family too. They're already side-eyeing this whole relationship, and I wouldn't be surprised if in episode 10, Peggy and William end up arguing because of her. You can just feel the tension building. I just really hope his mama doesn't manage to break them up, because let's be honest, Peggy deserves way better than this drama. On the bright side, it looks like Peggy's career is about to level up again. Apparently, in episode 10, she'll be getting a new opportunity from an old colleague. And while that's exciting, I have this unsettling feeling that William might unintentionally become an obstacle. And remember that moment from the mid-season trailer William and another guy about to throw hands while Peggy's standing right between them trying to stop it? Yeah, I have a strong feeling that scene might happen in episode 5. But hey, that's just my guess. What do you all think? Will this be the breaking point, or will they find a way to hold it all together? Last but not least, let's talk about George and Bertha, because their relationship is definitely going downhill. In the trailer, we see them fighting nonstop, and honestly, the saddest part is that George just doesn't trust her anymore. After losing all that money, you can tell he's not just upset, the man is clearly depressed. And with Bertha forcing Gladys to marry someone she can't even stand, it feels like everything's crashing down at once. I feel like George is spiraling a bit. He's always been the calmer one, willing to let Bertha take the lead, but now it's like he's had enough. He's sick of the way she makes decisions without really thinking about how it affects him or their family. And let's be real, Bertha's a total control freak, and while that used to be part of her charm, it's now pushing George away. It just feels like the distance between them is growing, and unless something major changes, this could be the beginning of the end for them. In episode 5, we might see them getting more and more distant. Maybe we'll have the calm before the storm, but I'm telling you, they're so done with each other. What do you think will happen in episode 5? Let's discuss in the comments below. After that, you can go and watch this video next.